You know, when they put the T-Rex's bones together, how do they know that's the right order? How do they know the tail wasn't in the middle of the body? I don't know. We thunk that.
Welcome back. This is We Thunk That with Ethan and Colt today. No guest, no third host.
Never!
We never have anyone over at all.
We're always alone.
Always.
Man. But it has been quite the interesting weekend, for me at least. By the way, if you guys didn't know, the last podcast we recorded was on a Friday, so
yeah,
it was a little different.
We're going to talk about it. We went to eat lunch. I'm eating my lunch right now.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Yeah. You guys are just going to have to deal with him smacking and sucking, and we're going to see what happens
We
here.
always suck on this show, so.
We really do.
Alright, so robotics competition
Happened this weekend.
on the 16th, right?
Yes, Saturday. That was interesting. So if you guys don't know, we were in robotics in high school. And
Not like they care, but
we were the best team at the school. By far.
Wasn't it hard to be that? Big fish is a small pond, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we did pretty good. We made it to Worlds. We did pretty solid. So the team, we were pretty worried, at least me and Hunter were, when we knew that there was other people taking over the team. So, yeah. The robotics competition was interesting.
So was it 99.50 plan?
Yeah.
Okay, so our team used to be 99.50.
Still small town Spartans, too. So.
Well, they don't change it until a year afterwards, even if you do it before. Hard to explain.
Yeah, either way, we have 4 teams this year. They only brought 3 to the competition.
Yeah, I think one was a freshman team, isn't it?
Yeah, their robot wasn't ready, so they didn't get to go.
That sucks.
So our B team, after the qualification matches, placed 7th, I think.
Oh, cool.
Our C team placed like 14th, and our A team placed 17th.
Well, I'm curious on how like the morning went when you got there.
Okay, so let's start early in the morning. I woke up at 5 o'clock. Got ready, went to the school, and I somehow got there before everyone else, even though they told me what time to be there, and I waited for about 10 minutes. Went inside. Everything was already packed up when I got there, which was...
That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, okay, good job, guys. Then they loaded up the bus. I followed them. We went to the school, the Pine Tree High School. We got there early, like normal, and had to wait outside. Then we went inside, helped them set up everything, because they weren't done yet. Because it was their first year hosting a competition.
Okay.
Hunter was a head judge.
Sorry. That's not rude. I just didn't expect that.
Oh my.
That.
Hunter was the head judge, so he judged the journals and did the team interviews and stuff. So that was interesting. And occasionally me and him would just talk about the other robots that were there, like, oh, that one looks terrible, or
Right.
be like, that one's gonna have problems with this. And,
That's interesting, quote unquote.
I helped A-Team quite a bit with fixing mechanical problems with their robot, which is surprising that I knew what I was doing with that and they didn't. But apparently Hunter had gone to after school a couple days before and helped them fix some stuff too. So I was like, goodness, guys. I was like, I shouldn't be helping with mechanical stuff at all, but I did.
Can't be Asian dads, dude.
I didn't build it. I just told them how to fix it. Okay. So I told them how they needed to fix it, and they did it. So
Who's on the A team again?
That would be Tommy, Ellis, Draven, Brent, and CJ.
Okay.
And it was a rough day for them. I'm not gonna say their robot was not bad. Seemed like they were having a rough time with driving at the beginning of the day, because they weren't focusing on getting multipliers. They were just focusing on getting the stacks. And so they would get stacks. The enemy team may have smaller stacks, but they had all one color, and they had multipliers.
Well, okay.
So I was like, guys, you guys gotta focus on that. And the cues they were getting, there was only like 5 good teams there. They faced all the good teams. And it was kind of like, man, you guys just kind of got screwed with your matchmaking. It's understandable, but I think they could have done a lot better with their driving, with their strategizing. They didn't talk a lot to their allies and stuff like that. They went and scouted them. They would see what their robot did, but they wouldn't make a plan, from what I saw.
That sounds like them.
And I was like, I tried to give them advice, and I was like, guys, you gotta strategize a little bit. This is a different type of game. This one's gonna take a lot of strategizing. But they never really did it. They did it one match, and it was a lot better of a match for them. They didn't win that one because they were facing two good teams. They had a decent robot on their team, but that was a lot better match for them. They ended up going 0-4-1. So they lost 4 matches, tied 1. They won 1 too.
That sounds like my record.
Yeah. And they actually ended up winning there was one more match they had to do that they won, but it was an extra, and they demolished that match. They did amazing.
But it didn't count.
It was an extra match because the other 2 teams didn't have a match. So yeah, that sucked for them. They were pretty upset about that. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I mean, you guys could have performed like that all day. I was like, you just got to go out there. You got to talk to other teams. They saw that match. Go talk to them. They know you guys are good now. And I don't think they found one team that they thought was going to work and stuck with them. Said, oh yeah, these guys are picking us.
Oh, and that's it?
Yeah. And that team got picked. I was like, you guys can't do that. You can't just go to one team. You got to get several people. And if it doesn't work out with the other people, oh well, you got a team. And they ended up getting with somebody, but it wasn't a great robot. They lost in the quarterfinals. All right, I think the furthest any of the teams made, the C team didn't even get picked, which is weird because they were higher placed than our A team was. But their robot wasn't that great. It was just like it could lift 1 cube at a time and it could basically put it in the multiplier.
So it was just a basic robot.
Yeah, and then you had B team was exactly the same as A team's robot, but it functioned better. Well, I don't know. Okay, it didn't function as fast, but Trent was a better driver.
Oh, okay.
He was a much better driver, so that's why they placed so well. And they made it to the semifinals, but
that's cool. They
couldn't make it any further. I was kind of disappointed in all the teams, to be completely honest. I was like, this is a competition you guys should qualify at. It's their first year competition. There was a bunch of first year teams there. There was a couple good teams. There was a bunch of first year teams. I was like, one of you guys, one team should have qualified, but none of you did.
That's sad.
Yeah, and it's also because they didn't work on autonomouses at all, which I had to help them make an autonomous during lunch.
Okay, then.
They had a 1-point autonomous at that competition because of me, but it's at least a point. What they had was they would pick up a cube and put it in the multiplier. They're multiplying nothing, and I'm like, 2 times 0 is still 0.
Yep.
Put a point in, guys. It's not that hard. Because you start out with a cube, and you start out right by a scoring zone. Just put it in there.
I agree.
But, I don't know. I thought it was weird. I feel like color sensors are going to be used a lot this season again.
Okay. I love the last year. It probably doesn't make sense to most people. The flags being green on one end, and then having the colors, and then having the sensor locate that green and shoot at it.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yep. That's what I feel like is going to be done this year with the cubes. They're going to go, they'll turn on their intake if it's a certain color cube. Okay. I think that's going to be a thing because most people go for a single color during these matches, which is, I thought would be weird, but I understand it better now. But overall, the robotics competition, it was fun being there. I had a great time, to be completely honest, coaching and helping, because it felt like I was doing robotics again, because I was helping with almost everything. So it felt fun. But other than that, I was kind of disappointed in the teams. Wish they would have done a little better, but they...
It's only the first one, right?
Yeah, but it was supposed to be an easy one. They're going to Texarkana this weekend, I think.
Holy jeez.
Yeah. And apparently that's the first year Texarkana is hosting one, I think, too. So we'll see what they do with that. Hopefully they do better than they did. I told them they need to work on an auton, make sure the robot's functioning, and practice driving a lot. Because if Tommy was better at driving that competition, they would have done way better.
We should go just so we can eat steak and shake.
I don't want to go to Texarkana.
I'd love to go, but I need to ride.
I got work. I can't just ask off work again. I can, but I don't want to. considering Monday, I left super early, so.
Yeah.
Speaking of work, good transition into the burn on my arm.
There you go.
Yeah, to be honest, that worked out well.
Like I go in order.
I know, right? Well, it wasn't even meant. I didn't mean to go in order. It was just like I said work, so I was like, oh, work, burn. There we go. Yeah, so I got like this bad burn on my arm from a tortilla press. So this was after the robotics competition actually, so I guess it is pretty fitting that I talk about it now. But I was super clumsy when I got to work. Like, I walked in, I was carrying a stack of cups to the back, dropped all of them. One of them was glass, shattered, and I was like, huh. So that was the start, and I was like, huh, this is going to be a very bad day. I go to fry chips, and grease keeps popping up and, like, burning my hand. I had, like, latex gloves on, so at one point the latex glove, like, melted onto my hand, so I had to take it off. So, yeah, that was fun. And then I go to make tortillas. This was the best part. So I'm sitting there making tortillas. I'm trying to go as fast as possible because we're in a rush. Like, for some reason, it was 4 o'clock and we were in a rush. And so I was pressing tortillas really fast. So our press is set to 420 degrees. There's a little crack between, like, the oven top and then the, what's it called? The press. Like a little space. A tortilla fell in between that space. So I reached down to grab it with my arm. The handle's broken. So I let go of the handle, not remembering that the handle's messed up, so it goes down automatically. And it goes down on my arm. I got it off really quick, but also internally I was screaming. But I kept working for about 30 minutes without bringing it up to anybody because we were still in a rush and I couldn't stop making tortillas. So I just had this giant, like, and it was a lot worse than it is right now. Like, it was just red all over my arm. It was terrible.
It's gonna suck.
And, and then apparently another lady got burned that day too. It was I don't even know who this lady was, but she was working with us for some reason. She had this burn, like, right here on her face. Just on her eyes and nose. And I was like, ow! I was like, I can't even really complain because she got burned in the face. Like, I don't even feel like complaining.
Your face is your money maker.
I mean, she didn't, like, it wasn't like she got burned by something 420 degrees, but I think it was like soup or something. But, so it wasn't as hot as what my burn was, but I still felt like that was worse. Because it was her face.
Definitely.
So,
thank you.
So then after that, I, waited a little bit. It was stinging like crazy, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna get some burn relief, which is supposed to numb it. Yeah, no. The pain was finally going away by the time I actually got the burn relief, and when I put it on, it actually started hurting more. I was like,
That'd be awful.
Yeah, I was like, this is terrible. So yeah, that was a very fun night. And then I also had to stay late that night and, like, clean the floors and stuff for some reason. But yeah, that was my weekend.
That's intense.
Still kind of hurts if I hit it.
It's all burns.
Yeah.
Still kind of hurts. Like,
or if I just, like, when I, like, put a sleeve over it, like, if I pull the sleeve down, it's gonna hurt.
You know, that reminds me. I went to the beach with my family because my grandfather died. And we were like, let's go to the beach, you know.
I went to the beach because my grandfather died. We were gonna bury him.
No, it was just my grandmother. She really loved the beach, and he, didn't go with her a lot. And then they're like, well, since he, died earlier, this happened like the week before our graduation.
Oh.
But and then we went the month after. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we were like, well, let's get the family together and go. And I remember we were cooking breakfast, right? And my mother, obviously, she's like a chef, really. She hasn't gotten her license yet, but oh man, I'm pushing her for it. They're cooking breakfast for some reason. I'm like, guys, y'all want me to help you? And they're like, yeah, sure. So I'm slowly, like, scooting in, like, here, I'll flip this for you, I'll stir this for you. And then all of a sudden, I'm just taking control of everything. And so I'm just cooking breakfast for everyone. I'm like, I didn't mind, because it was in the morning, and I was like, I feel like cooking right now. I'm really hungry. Well, my aunt, like, made this hash brown, but it was super thick. And apparently it came in a box that you could just do, but the pan wouldn't get hot enough. Anyways, I cranked it really full. Or no, this is the first time it came. And then I went to, like, flip it. and I went and grabbed the griddle hand, and it just burned everything inside, and it was awful. And we're on the beach, so it's like just hot sand air just everywhere you go on this burn. I'm like, oh my gosh. I think the best part about it is when you went swimming into the warm water, it felt fine. Like there was nothing wrong. So I just spent all day swimming, getting a sunburn.
That's like when I was at Copeland's though. I had to wash the pans, and there was one night I got a really bad burn because they threw one of the pans down. Normally they tell me if it's like still hot. Most of the time it's not still hot. They'll like lay it to the side a little bit and then throw it to me. But they didn't tell me it was still hot. Put it down. I go to grab it and I'm like, ah! And so the worst part about that was, and I also had cuts on my hand from that night too, because like, they were just kind of like throwing stuff into like the silverware thing, and some of the knives had cut my hand when they were throwing it in. And I had to wash the pans, so I had to put my hands in soapy water and then switch to sanitizing. And oh my gosh, dude, my hands were on fire that whole night. Cut, though. And it was in hot water too, with the burn. And putting it into hot water with the cuts and the soap going in, that was terrible.
I don't know if I could have suffered through that. It's been like, no.
Yeah, I kept going all night. And then there was one dude, we had one dishwasher there. He, like, cut his thumb and left for it. Like, left. Because he told them he was going to the ER because he cut his thumb.
I mean, you should.
No, it was a cut. Like,
I mean, it depends on the cut. I mean...
It's not like he cut it off.
I know.
It was a little extreme. And then one time he left to go to the ER because he fell down. So
this guy's just getting out of work, yeah?
Mm-hmm. He was not a great dishwasher.
So he cut his thumb, right? That reminds me. Have you ever watched those American Hoggers? I think, because, hogs in Texas are the ultimate pest. Nothing hunts them, and they just go and tear shit up. Yeah. Farmlands. The worst, and that's why we hunt them. And Texas is like, they're a pest, kill them, you don't need tags. I think that's the best part about Texas. But anyways, this girl, their family hunts it, and she I think she was getting up out of the saddle, and she like gloved her thumb. And when I mean gloved, I mean the skin right here.
Yeah.
And she pulled that down, and all I could see was bone. I don't think she's able to use that thumb afterwards. But I'm like, oh, I hate thumb injuries.
That'd be so cool.
Not to be able to use your whole arm.
No, just a bone thumb.
Just a bone thumb. That would be cool, but...
I just want like a bone hand. Just a full bone hand.
If you could move it without feeling it, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
If you could somehow just keep your tendons exposed. And then that would look awesome with just the tendons and the fingers. I like that pop.
Yeah, it's just my left hand. My right hand never does it. I can't do it with my right hand. It's just my left.
I'll use your right hand more, that's why I get rid of that. Don't masturbate on the podcast.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We need a guest first.
Speaking of porno.
Oh, I was trying to go into the guest thing.
I know, that's the best part. You went to the guest. That was excellent. Yeah, so we have no guest this week, and which sucks. Okay.
We're tired of not having guests.
We are. If you know us, and I post this video on YouTube, hopefully all of them.
And you see it.
And you somehow get to the 8th episode or 9th. I forget what this one is.
I don't know. Who cares?
You somehow get here and if you want to come visit us as a guest.
We're down, because we literally will take anyone at this point.
You have to personally know us, but it's just our co-host Adrian is never here. Can't blame him though.
Our other supposed to be permanent person,
our special guest, which is now permanent.
Our special guest, which became permanent, also never shows up.
Have
we had any other guests?
We have not. We almost had Christian today.
Yeah.
Rodriguez, old friend of mine, old friend of us. If you don't know him, there's probably a reason. But I love Christian Death, one of my best friends. But especially way back in Ruthless. But he was free today, and he was like, "Hey, can I come?" I was like, "Yeah, just I'm trying to get everyone's okay because I haven't texted anybody yet." Which was my slip. I forgot to ask everyone earlier in the day, but I ended up asking it later.
Oh, my phone was dead.
Yeah.
So when I said sure, by the way, that was not an answer to could you get a guest. That was an answer to is it okay if Christian comes, because like it loaded late. The rest of the message loaded like a little later, and I was like, okay. Like as I sent it, it loaded in. I was like, oh.
Well,
But I did try to look for a guest that night, which didn't work out at all. But
it was also super short notice. I told him that if he doesn't get a response, and if I can get it to you best of like tonight or tomorrow morning, just be up before 11. And he's like, and then that's when he was like, oh no, I want to sleep in. Never mind.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I want to reach out to more people, but I feel embarrassed because I'm not like super close to anyone else.
Yeah, and most of the time when I reach out to people, they're busy. Like that's the problem now.
Especially today.
Everyone's always busy. Like yeah, everybody's out of town that I know. Almost everybody I know is out of town. But
Adrian's out of town. Adrian is in. He said he was in. Where was it? I just texted him earlier. Anyways, he's going to New York right now.
Yeah.
As of this moment. Which is pretty cool, but I kind of want him to be on the
call him,
podcast.
put him on the podcast.
You know, he's busy.
You know, Ezekiel had a half day today, so he's out right now.
Oh, we can call him.
Yeah. After we go on break, we'll figure that out. But
You download a little thing. Actually, he needs to download
yeah,
the thing.
yeah, he can download it. What is that bottom one? Oh,
Adrian. It's written like that, yeah.
it really is.
I like how we still have Pornhub written up there. There's a whiteboard for those listening. I don't want to explain. It's my whiteboard. That's it. That's all you need to know.
There is a whiteboard. There's nothing on it. Just a whiteboard.
We don't explain what's on it. There is. Something may or may not be on there is Pornhub. The word Pornhub.
It's because I saw a meme that Disney Plus was going to buy it for their late night initiative, which honestly wouldn't be a terrible idea.
I think that'd be great.
Go for it, Disney.
I mean, I don't like Disney as such a super company right now.
I know, right?
I'm really against all big companies as of right now. Don't know why. I'm just really against it, and yet I still contribute by having a Google Pixel. And then everyone's like, "Well, we have these products with microphones and speakers you can put in your house," and I'm like, "No."
Yeah, no, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Hey Alexa. Hey Alexa. That's a good song.
How many girls can you fit in your Tesla?
Yeah.
It's hot.
I should have brought up my computer. Turn it on. I have Alexa on there.
I'll turn your computer on.
I'm joking. I have Cortana on my computer.
Cortana's also on this one.
Cortana.
I can't speak. I'm dyslexic. That's my excuse.
I want a gaming laptop though. That's what I need.
Why'd you get one? Thought you saved enough money.
BRYK.
I want a broke guitar.
Yo, guess what, man?
Huh?
Brody is thinking about trading the smart car for the Mustang. So I might be getting a Mustang.
That was a good clap.
Yeah, it was. That's gonna be a lot better. I love the smart car for gas, and honestly, it's not a bad car. I'm okay with it. Problem is, I hate having to deal with the rims, and I don't want to drop a bunch of money on it. But my dad said if I pay for half the rim, I can trade cars with Brody. And
Just don't have enough for a mic.
it's like $70 a month, right, for my car payment for the smart car. The insurance on the Mustang is going to be $50 a month. And there's nothing left to pay on the car. So I would just have to pay $50.
Oh,
It would cut down my spending per month, so I could save a little bit more money. And I don't have to spend as much on the rims. And the gas mileage is about the same as the Ford Escape out there.
That's good to hear.
So I was like, this is a win. This is a hard win for me. And, yeah, Brody will get to cut down on gas mileage too, so it's a win for him. He does have to pay money for rims. And if the transmission messes up again, then he might have to fix that. But other than that, it's a win for everybody. So I was like, yeah, let's do it, man. I'm cool with that.
It's sad because we just got an air compressor, so if you wanted to drive the smart car, you could just drive by, fill up your tires.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, but I'm switching cars a lot recently. I kind of like it. I like switching cars occasionally. Gives me something new.
You know, there is a thing going around where it's you can just
Rent.
a car, basically rent a car, but it changes every week.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
I thought it was dope. I was like, I'd love to just drive different cars.
Yeah. If I ever get enough money, I'm just gonna rent cars. I'm never gonna buy one. Just rent them.
I think that's gonna cost you more money.
Exactly, but if I have a lot of money, I can do that.
But I want to rent this car. Do what your dad does, and then have your job rent it.
Yeah, true.
Which one are you gonna buy? I don't know that one. I want to rent that one.
I want that one over there. You have a Ferrari?
I bet you they do. I think my sister. We rented a car to go see my uncle. My sister got a Ford Charger. Those guys are pretty cool. I like that.
If I ever like rented a car, it would be a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Like that's it. That's the only thing I would rent.
Everyone has that same mindset. I think the thing we were talking about earlier, where you could go a little different. Instead of having it at your house, you would go to a spot and then you would just rent one, driving around to the next spot. I think the worst part about that is people don't treat expensive cars nicely. Like, it's usually Lamborghinis and stuff like that full of trash.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, the sedans and the SUVs are very clean. I don't know. Maybe it's like mom. They're like, we'll clean up this car and give it to this person. And there's like 120-year-old douchebag like, oh, I'm driving a Lamborghini.
That's me.
He's gonna leave all his trash.
Whataburger. This video is sponsored by Whataburger.
It is not. We actually paid them. And we are eating it, or done eating it.
Well, it's sponsored by spicy ketchup, because we didn't pay them for that.
Okay, story time. We got spicy ketchup. This woman was a legend. She just kept giving us spicy ketchup.
Her name is Jody at Whataburger in Gilmer.
That was her name?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So just go give her a holler and tell her manager she's doing a good job, because apparently they think she's not.
Yeah. You know what? Well,
she gave us a bunch of spicy ketchup for free. I mean, it's already free, but she gave us like 3 batches of it. So
don't tell them that, but tell them she's doing a great job.
Yeah, don't tell them that specifically, because she might get in trouble for that.
But they didn't ask, they didn't care, and it's their fault. So there's so much here. I'm gonna count them off. I ate 1. Is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 22, 24, 26, 28, 29.
Wow, 29. She couldn't make it 30.
It sucks. For her.
Shame.
Everyone go to Mona. She didn't give us 30.
You should have gave him 30. You're terrible at your job.
That woman's a legend. I'll never run out ever again.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
I don't know why she just kept giving.
Yeah, she just kept coming by the table and handed him spicy ketchup, which I mean,
to get, like,
cool.
7 total.
I was nice to her when I came in though, because like she was like, she said, "I'm gonna do this so I can look busy." I was like, "You're doing great." Apparently, her manager does not think so.
I almost thought she was a trainee too. Maybe. I don't know. Jody, if you're out there,
didn't seem like she was that happy to be there, but.
Anybody in East Texas happy working at a food establishment?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, have you met my managers?
True that. And that's why On the Border's good.
I don't like their beans, though.
But they're the magical fruit.
Dude, their beans don't have any flavor.
No.
It really doesn't.
Is it refried beans? Is that it?
Yeah, it's their refried beans, but they don't, like, add anything to it. It's just
guacamole.
Like... yeah, I know. Like, that's it. If they could fix that, I would love eating there. But
they're the say that word.
Epiphany. Yeah,
they're the epiphany of white people running a Mexican restaurant. And that sounds racist, and I'm sorry, but like my uncle, he travels a lot. Same uncle I think I talked about earlier. One of the things he always does when he comes down to visit Texas is get Mexican food just right there. He's like, let's go to a restaurant.
Tex-Mex is great though.
Well, that's because they make delicious hot sauce, whereas in the north or anywhere else, they do not make hot sauce right.
Oh my gosh, dude, I know.
And if someone is there, you're like, I need the real hot sauce, and then they'll ask you where you're from. You're like, I'm from Texas, and they go, oh, I know what you mean. They'll give you the good stuff.
So yeah, that's the problem. Like every time we go up north, we try to avoid Mexican food. Barbecue, anything like that we love down here, because we know it's just going to be disappointing.
Yeah, so, no brisket, no chili, no.
Yeah, you can't really have anything that amazing that you have down here up there. Now, but I gotta say, pizza up north is way better. So
I believe it. I mean, yeah.
For the most part, from what I've experienced, most of the time I've had pizza up north is way better. So
hey, I'm willing to back that up.
Yeah, I was really happy.
I've had a real terrible experience of like live cooked pizza. That makes sense. Like just made from scratch, put in a stone oven, and made. I've never liked it, but I've never really gone to an actual restaurant.
We had some good in Sheraton, Illinois. They did that, and it was pretty good. It wasn't even at like a pizza place, like
They just did.
it was, and it wasn't a deep dish or anything like famous.
Never had deep dish.
Yeah, but we went to Chicago while we were in Illinois. Same. We ate pizza a lot that week. Same week we went to Chicago and we had to have a deep dish. We were like, we're here. We need to see what it's all about. Everybody loves it, so we might as well try it.
30 minutes.
It was great. I thought it was pretty good. So anyway, I do have to pee.
I have to
And
see,
yeah.
Bathroom break. See if he'll come back.
Bye. Okay. Anyway, we're back. And
We
Thunk
that.
Yeah. But yeah, I forgot to bring up something earlier,
What was it?
which was my new laptop.
Yay!
If you guys were familiar, I think I brought this up on the podcast before, but I've been in major need of a laptop that actually works.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Because I've needed to do coding, and, well, my other computer does not run anything. So it hasn't been the greatest experience. But the other day, one of my friends at college got a gaming laptop. Dropped like $1,000 on it. And then he tells me, he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey man, do you want to buy my old laptop from me?" And I was like, "Yo, sure." To be honest, I thought it was going to be like $100-something still, because like that's pretty reasonable. I paid $10 for this laptop. It runs fantastic too. The only problem with it is the battery. And he was like, "Yeah, the battery's messed up. It's the only reason I got a new laptop." I was like, "You can buy a new battery." But you know what? I'm cool with it. I got a $10 laptop with the charger and everything, so I'm cool.
Just plug it in. Why do you need a battery?
Exactly. I'm keeping it plugged in. No one needs a battery, man. So yeah, that was pretty fantastic. And currently, I'm downloading stuff on it.
Yes, you are.
Not nasty stuff, Colt.
It's only that stuff. Don't get it wrong. This computer's not for programming. It's for porn.
That's what my phone's for. Which, by the way, my Google did sync up with my phone. So, don't search it. I'm gonna have to like sync it to a different account or something. But yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that was interesting. I started typing on it at the computer at school. And I was like, I was like, why did it sync? I didn't tell it to sync.
That's hot.
So that was awkward. I really don't have a lot on there. It's just like stuff from years ago that was already there. Because I don't really do that anymore. So it's like, when it randomly pops up, it's like, oh.
That shouldn't be there.
So yeah, that was fun though.
I can't say that on the podcast, never mind. It's nothing dirty, it's just like, I shouldn't say that.
But yeah. It is kind of nice having everything synced though, because like now when I type in like my TSTC stuff, like it goes straight to the website, like it's there, and then my bank stuff, like anything I type in is going to be there. But yeah.
Just all your porn is right there at your fingertips.
I don't watch that anymore. Much. But
Sometimes. Always.
actually, it's at 69%.
What, your porn or your...
The download.
Oh, okay. You download something on the computer.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
What is it, Ethan?
It's going to be super duper cool, man.
What is it?
It's going to be cool, man.
What is it?
It's Music Maker.
We are the music man.
Yeah, it has the Dragon Balls. I need a good background for my computer.
That's easy.
It used to be a fairy tale background on this computer. The dude I bought it from had a fairy tale background.
That's odd. I probably know which one it is.
I got my friend Ashton to wipe everything off this computer, so... Because I didn't want to see what he had on here.
I love it when you find someone else's porn stash.
I just didn't even bother looking through it. I was like, "Hey Ashton, could you reset this computer for me?" He's like, "Sure."
hard to reset a computer. I don't know how, but it shouldn't be hard.
Well, I don't care. I got him to do it, so doesn't bother me.
Don't bother you no button. No.
But it was quite nice that I got it. And the fairy tale background was just like it's like basically just a fairy tale poster with all the characters on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't.
No hentai background?
No.
You're not gonna get a porn background?
No, like I'm pretty sure that's his his picture on Discord though, like his profile picture on Discord.
Oh. No.
Bunch of weebs. Programming classes, you know.
That is true.
It's really all I got in there is a bunch of weebs. And a couple people who weren't weebs, but they're still nerds. Like,
what do you do for like program?
Program. Oh, you're so cool. Nah, that'll never happen.
You're a loser. Well, that sounds more like it.
Every time somebody asks me like what I'm going to school for and I say computer programming, they're like, oh, that's cool. They don't really understand it, so it's just like, so like what? What do you do with that? Like
everything.
Literally everything. Everything you have runs on programming.
You can actually do some cool stuff if you know how to edit.
But like, it's stupid because every time you say it, they're just like, that's interesting. What job can that go into? I was like, a programming job. Like,
I went to college for something for real that would actually get me a job. What are you taking? And wasting your money on?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, some people are going there for like nursing and stuff. Like some of the waitresses at the restaurant, and they're like, that's cool. I'm going for nursing. I was like, huh, that's basic. Not a lot of people got like. They say, what was that?
I just looked it that way and it went that way. It was the gum wrapper.
I was like, what the heck? But it's funny, a lot of people say that a lot of people go into computer programming. It's true, a lot of people go to college for it, but most people drop out of it. Because what they do is they load up all the hard classes at the beginning, so then they figure out who's actually going to stick to it, and most people don't. So
surprise, surprise! That's
most
like
people,
college.
Most people just go in without any, like, experience at all with coding. They're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this.
I've got to redo my 2020 to 2021 FAFSA form.
Yeah, you don't have to do that yet, but I mean, it's a good idea to do it early. But you don't have to have it done till like
good. But they've been like
March.
They've been emailing me. They're like,
yeah,
get that done.
It's smart to do it early, but you don't have to till like March. So I would do it now, but
I'm just trying to get in college for spring. That's it.
For spring, oh, then you should be good. That should go off your 2019, 2021.
Okay, I should start talking to a counselor.
That's because we went over that last week in class. We talked about it, and they said, yeah, no, your 2019, 2020 will, it'll be relevant until the end of the summer semester next year. So then you have to make sure your new one's up to date. But
my new one, it's going to be the exact same thing, except for the bar. It's like, how much college have you had? Somewhat.
None what?
I already have somewhat. I don't know.
I don't even see like the point of doing FAFSA for me anymore because like they say like, well, things change, like incomes go down. I'm pretty sure my parents' incomes have both gone up, so like I'm definitely not getting anything now because I didn't even get anything last time, other than loans. But I don't want a loan.
We approved me for quite a bit of loans, and I was like, I don't really want a loan.
Yeah, I got approved for 2 different loans, and I don't want a loan, so I was like, at this point, I'll just save my own money. Either way, I have to pay for it. Technically have to pay for it, so I'd rather just pay for it. Unless you're giving me free money, I'm not taking it.
I'm really reluctant to talking to any school's counselors because I don't want to be like, I'm thinking about going to your school and I need some help, and then they're like, oh no, you're coming to school now. You're coming. Yeah. We're going to email the shit out of you. We're going to call you every day, every night when you go to bed, every day when you wake up.
It's not how it works, but okay.
You're going to our school. You say that, but it's already happened.
I know A&M, dude, they called me quite a bit after I went on the tour there because they were convinced that I was going to enroll there. And I didn't. Like, ever. I didn't even like tell them I was planning on enrolling there. I was like, I don't know. I'm just like kind of looking around. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but yeah, I got a lot of emails, messages, calls, and finally I was like, yeah, I'm not going there. They were like, you need to hurry up and register. I was like, yeah, I'm already registered for a different school, so I don't need to go there. You might want to hurry though. The registration's going on now.
When's it end?
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna check my college. I'm thinking about going to.
I have no clue.
I won't say it because I don't want people stalking me.
He's thinking about going to TJC.
No.
Kilgore?
No. My sister goes there. I meant she doesn't go there.
They're not gonna know her.
I'm gonna delete this anyway.
Delete this.
Delete this.
Rest in peace. Podcast name. Whoa. Get the premium edition for $69.99 a month. Wow. Wow. That is a lot. But it says £69.99. How much is that in dollars? £69.99.
It's gonna be a lot more in US.
That's a lot then. I think that's pounds. It might be euros. I don't know, dude. I don't know the symbols for that stuff. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's euros. But that means it's $77 a month for US dollars. Let's see if it was pounds. Because I really don't know.
It's euros. I might as well just stop this.
Why? We're still talking about stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, are we?
Yeah.
Or aren't we? Yeah, if it's pounds, it'd be $90 a month. That's retarded. Calm down, people. It's not that good of software. It's free.
It's free.
Like, the free stuff gives you quite a bit, so why would I want to buy premium? And also, with the free stuff, you can buy extra instruments for cheaper than probably getting the premium would be. So, screw you. So, anyway, Colt, how's life treating you?
Pretty damn good.
Wow.
Been nice to me.
It's kind of surprising.
Yeah, I'd be discomforted if I killed myself.
Oh, wow. That's not normal.
It's a level up, yeah. It's not normal.
Mine hasn't been the best, that's for sure. I mean, but it's okay.
I'm trying to get my license right now. Let's do it.
That'd be nice.
So what? So you can drive to my house every day for a podcast?
No, so then you could drive to my house for the podcast. With all the stuff.
Where are we going to record?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I have a studio upstairs.
It's probably really echoey.
No, it works pretty well.
If we watch one of your dad's videos, pretty sure it's a little bit echoey.
Your mom's a little echoey.
How dare you say that to my mom?
But either way, we have a camera at that place too.
Do you want to record at that place?
Yeah, that way we can actually like have some sort of like visual to watch, and it'd be funny because like there's a lot of stuff that happens here that's very physical, and we laugh about it, and then like there's no context given. Like we just randomly laugh, and there's like.
It would help if we had multiple cameras.
I mean, we have multiple tripods, but one camera.
That's why we need GoPros. Lucky. Donate some GoPros.
Lucky?
Lucky.
That's a weird name.
Dude, David's so lucky. I mean, Lucky's so David's so lucky to lucky.
Man, you know what's weird? Baboons don't have hair on their butts. That's kind of strange. But we don't either, actually. I don't know. Hey, Colt, you want to check for me?
For what?
If I have hair on my butt.
Sure.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Good number right now.
Sounds like we're in prison.
Touch your knees, touch your elbows.
Band over making knees touch your elbows.
Alright, let's get back to it.
5 seconds.
What?
What? I don't know. What were we talking about? We talked about the computer, and then we talked about nothing for a little bit. I don't think we have a topic, really.
So if we could fix tipping, how would we fix it?
Don't tip.
What's the full shot? So
just pay waitresses higher and don't tip.
That sounds pretty good.
Like, that's like, That's the only way I can really think about it. Like, I think tipping is kind of stupid. It's like, just pay waitresses a little more.
But if you're gonna pay waitresses, who's gonna pay the hosts?
What do you mean?
Well, if the hosts are getting them,
Hosts don't get tip share.
I know. Hosts get an actual paycheck.
Yeah, they would get a paycheck too. Like, I don't see what the problem is.
But
like, here's the thing. Like, cause part of the.
Never mind. We're on a podcast. Talk about it.
Never mind. Yeah, just pay the waitresses more. They make plenty of money. I mean, they could like bump all the prices of the meals like up $1, and then boom.
That would suck. Oh, my guacamole, it costs $3, not $4.
Well, the live guac cost.
On the board is kind of stupid with that.
Yeah, but
Guys,
they actually
put in the comments.
They actually do like season it when they do it live.
No, put in the comments. Do you like guacamole made in front of you or in the back where you don't see it?
Do you like it unseasoned, made in the back, or do you like it seasoned, made in front of you?
That's an obvious choice. Seasoned in the front. So I said to my girlfriend, I want you seasoned in the front.
What girlfriend?
Why do you talk to her like that? She's right there.
What's up, imaginary person?
Stay in the closet.
Oh, that's what he said. Oh my. Where's Adrian, speaking of closet?
He's in a New York closet.
You know what we need? New guest. Cole, you got anybody?
Ezekiel.
Oh yeah, we forgot to do that.
Just call him.
Forgot that was a thing. Right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
Lay it down on the table.
Okay.
Not too close to the mic, it'll be loud.
I don't think he's gonna answer.
We'll keep trying. Guys, let's be our first podcast. We're gonna call Ezekiel. Copyright.
Ezekiel can't talk right now.
Call him again.
Okay, this time I'm gonna call his phone number.
What'd you call?
Snapchat.
Oh. Snapchat.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I did the phone call. A little late. Oh well.
That was so weird.
What was?
So when you called me on Snap, my phone didn't ring or nothing. It just cut off all my audio. So I'm wondering, like, I'm watching TV right now. I'm wondering why I'm getting no audio. And then, like, a couple minutes later, it's like, yeah, missed Snap call.
What? That's crazy, man.
Yeah, okay.
Why are you watching TV in your Snap call?
What?
Why are you watching porn on your computer?
Oh, hey,
Why not?
Colt's here.
Hi, Cole.
You're also on the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. We Thunk That.
Oh. Okay. Hi, podcast.
So we didn't have a guest today, and Adrian decided he didn't want to show up. So we were kind of running out of stuff to talk about. So,
We called you.
Okay.
so yeah.
So,
We're not even 19 minutes in.
So what do you got interesting going on?
what do I got going on?
Yeah, what do you want to share on the podcast?
I'm pretty sure you don't want to share your one situation on the podcast, unless
You
you do,
should.
because that was funny. So
You should.
Well, you know what? That situation has gotten a lot better.
how so?
How so?
Wait, no. First you got to walk through what happened, and then you explain how it got better.
Wait, there's a lot happened. Where are we starting from?
Where are we starting from? You're starting from the end, if that makes sense to you.
It doesn't.
Okay, how about this? We start from 2 weeks ago.
What the? 2 weeks ago? What the hell?
I don't know the exact date.
Don't scream into the mic.
Alright. Well,
You're repeating.
let's go through the quick rundown.
Alright.
So, me and this person stopped talking, and then they reached out to start talking again, right? But they only wanted to talk as friends.
What's their
So we
name?
talking? Huh?
What's their name?
Okay, we're getting specific. Screw it. Star.
Oh, we're name dropping. Yes.
We're name dropping. Yeah. So no. So this person here, we start talking again. We're his friends, right?
Uh-huh.
And we just stopped talking a week from today.
Right.
And then we started talking again Monday.
Well, Okay.
Keep going.
And then I get a beautiful text message Tuesday night.
A beautiful one.
Very beautiful. This person's asking me for advice because they're about to go on a date.
Ooh,
That
ouch.
sounds hurtful. Are you okay? Who hurt you?
I mean, I'm alive, so not really.
That's not living.
I mean, no, to be completely honest, from what I understand, he was already pretty mad at her and didn't really care. So,
I did it, and she told me she was going on a date, but I don't care. Like, you do you. Like, you have
Hear
your
that
fun,
podcast?
do
You do
your
you.
thing, I don't really care. But then she asked me for advice, and I lost it. I was surprised she would even bother to ask me for advice. So instead of being a nice person, because that's not me, I started messing around with her, like just saying a bunch of dumb crap, and like just pretty much.
Like what dumb crap?
Okay. So she was asking, like, since the guy's Puerto Rican and I'm Puerto Rican, which is apparently a good reason to ask me, she was asking the
You're
guy.
Puerto Rican?
She was asking me,
them good old racial stereotypes, huh?
So she comes and she's asking me about Puerto Rican foods and stuff, and like what should she eat. So I'm like making up words, like I'm just making things up, like, oh yeah, you should eat this and this and this, and you know, talk to him about this. And at first she originally thought this was genuine advice, and then I guess it was something I said she caught on to that I wasn't being serious, and then she kind of just like got mad at me and left. She didn't talk to me at all.
You should have just said Puerto Ricans eat spaghetti and Alfredo.
Yeah. So,
She sounds pretty dumb, so it might have worked.
it really would have, I'm not gonna lie.
It's definitely not Italian.
Hey, it gets better. Because today in school, she came up to me on like the biggest best friend kind of thing and punched me on the shoulder and was like, hey, like all excited to talk to me and everything. And I had both my headphones in, so I'm like, I couldn't hear a word she was saying. Like, I just wasn't even paying attention to her. And then I'm like, what do you want? And she's like, oh, I came to talk to you about this date I have today. I need more advice and blah, 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 blah. And now, in person, especially after figuring out that I didn't want to talk to you about your date, in person you're asking me for advice about the date.
I'm confused on how this is getting better.
Wait, it gets better because since I was angry from last night and angry that you're doing it again, I spazzed on her.
Okay.
So
How'd you
it's
spaz
like
on her?
8 in the morning, and I'm here yelling at her to get out of my face and like leave me alone, because she's over here asking me for advice on the date. So then she starts apologizing and everything, and she's getting all mad, like that she's saying I'm overreacting, that she didn't mean it like that, and blah, 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 blah. So I kept it very simple. I was like, you know what? F you. Like, I'm not talking to you no more.
You can curse. Colt likes blurring stuff out.
You said what?
I said you can curse. Colt likes blurring stuff out.
Oh, well, I'm not cursing.
You.
Okay. I didn't know we were having a family-friendly podcast.
It's with me on it. No way. Cruising down the main street.
Yeah. But, so we're there, we're laughing about it, and I'm, like, laughing about it after she walks away. And one of my friends comes up, and this is the same friend who told me that she wanted to talk to me again. He comes up and he tells me that now she's mad and that apparently I ruined her day because I told her that. And now she has to talk to me all day.
Oh, is that a good thing?
Well, it is a good thing because I don't have to deal with her no more.
Well, congratulations, man.
Yep.
Pissed her off.
It's like Oprah just came and gave me a free car. I feel amazing.
Who's Oprah?
What's a free car?
The car. But no, aside from that, that was amazing.
What's
And
an
then,
Oprah?
I've been talking to this new girl because
Like a new girl to the school or a new girl in general?
Like how new? Like hopefully she's of age, right?
We're not talking newborn, right?
No. We're talking new person that I've met.
Okay.
Is it the one you're?
Well, I've known this person for a little while.
Are you going? So what about homecoming? Has that happened yet?
Homecoming was Friday, yeah.
How did that go?
That was a lot of fun.
Did you have sex?
I'm sorry, what?
Colt, is that the only thing you're interested in today?
Yeah.
wait. What was the question?
What?
What?
Okay, anyways. So, no, I went. That was a lot of fun. Ironically, all of my friends said they were going, and then none of them showed up.
I know how that feels.
There was a bunch of beautiful women there to keep me company.
You know what? I got a rant real quick, okay?
Bring it.
Okay, so Friday was a very interesting day. We hosted the podcast that day, which was very unorthodox.
Oh.
But Colt was supposed to have a cookout. And this is to all the people that are listening that were invited to that cookout. Screw you. That was a dick move. Like, come on. Seriously, you got okay, so they got invited. How much in advance was this?
We started talking about it, I think, 2 months ago.
They started talking about it 2 months ago, and none of them showed up.
Did you remind anyone?
Yeah, they were talking about it like a lot, apparently, and I was told about it that week on Wednesday, and I showed up.
I mentioned it the week before on Wednesday, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't really remember that, but still, I came.
Good thing I reminded you the next Wednesday.
Well, either way. Well, did you remind them too that week?
Yeah, we talked about
Exactly.
it all week.
So, like, we both were fairly reminded, but they had plenty of time to get that time set aside. They just didn't. So that bothers me. When you say you can go to something and you don't, that's annoying. So.
Yeah.
Well, I love them still. I'm not hurt about it.
I got beef with all you now. So.
I mean, whether or not you're hurt, it's just the fact that
It's
y'all
annoying.
were making these plans according to you, like, for months.
Like, that's just annoying.
And you just, nobody even said, like, hey, can't make it. They just.
Well, no. Some of them said they can't make it, but still, like,
Yeah.
but it's the fact that you said it like the day of you can't make it, when you said you could. That doesn't seem right. But I guess that's just me.
Hey, look at the bright side. You had all the food from the cookout to yourselves.
Yeah. I am the only one that ate.
I had to leave to go to work.
You
so.
had lunch, but still.
But I was here all day, and then I had to leave to go to work.
Yeah.
I mean, I love grilling. I love cooking, and we had a lot of deer meat, so
We also tased a piece of paper, so that was fun.
I had a root beer float there that night.
You're meat.
Yeah.
Jerk your meat.
You guys are weird.
What?
You guys are weird.
Deer meat?
Not really.
I ain't never heard of nobody eating no deer meat.
Venison?
Because you've never been to the South, I guess.
Have you, dude?
Well, that's exactly true. I haven't been to the South.
Ezekiel.
Venison is like, I always hear that as like a old Western thing.
Ever had squirrel?
Wait, does this sound weird, Ezekiel? My dad killed the deer, and then I skinned it, and we butchered it, and then I grilled it, and that's what we ate. Are you okay with this?
I mean, I'm not a vegetarian, so I'm not gonna go ape. You do you, bro.
Have you had squirrel?
I haven't had squirrel. Funny thing, I've had like alligator and rattlesnake before though.
How about rabbit?
Weird.
No, I've had alligator.
We all have.
Rabbit's good. Tastes like chicken.
They had like kangaroo jerky at one place that I went to. I don't remember where that was, but it was pretty good.
I've eaten
Oh yeah,
rabbit.
I've had kangaroo burger before. Very good.
I've also eaten cow testicles.
I've had rat. Rat's pretty good, actually.
Rat?
Yeah.
I can get those from my house.
Rat on a stick? That's at the Mexican restaurant. I mean, not Chinese restaurants. That's what it is. Chinese. Rat on a stick.
Rat, just caught.
Rat on a stick. That's what it is.
No, we killed it.
Who doesn't eat rat on a stick though?
So for this podcast you guys are running, I've heard a lot. What are your guidelines? You have like things you just say are like off limits?
What's guidelines?
Is this just a raw podcast?
Yeah, we like going in it raw.
We Thunk That.
So what? Just like 2 idiots and a special guest,
Well,
probably a woman.
Well, supposed to be 3 idiots, but you know.
But one idiot couldn't make it.
But one idiot hasn't shown up for the past 4 or 5 weeks.
And the other idiot is working.
There's a lot of idiots.
There's
Are
4.
we name dropping?
Yeah. No, we haven't name dropped yet. Well, I mean, the podcast knows who they are, so
We're not name dropping you though.
we don't need to tell you, but
You don't deserve.
You don't need to tell me.
you don't know
Guest on the podcast.
you don't know them anyway.
Uh-huh.
Go watch episode 3.
Where do you watch these episodes?
Episode 3 is on SoundCloud. It's also the only sped up version.
We should get some more out soon.
Which, by
maybe.
the way, Farley is she backed out on making the graphics. So
Yeah, I know. That's why we were talking about me getting Illustrator. Yeah. Hey, wait, Ezekiel, do you have Illustrator on your computer?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not privileged for money.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can get a bootleg version, but okay.
Yeah. Which is a good idea. I probably should do that soon. Because I want to get back into, like, digital art.
Well, I'm about to get it because we got to make a. That's the whole reason we haven't uploaded this to YouTube yet. We don't have background artwork. So.
Oh, Ethan, did you ever see like the picture I posted of the Hobson drawing I was working on?
Yeah, he had a really fat face.
Huh?
Yeah, he had a really fat face.
Yeah, I know, and I'm looking at it, and it's like I pretty much finished. The problem is I can't necessarily fix that face shape, and it kills me.
You're bad with proportions.
Yeah, really, what you got to do is you got to add detail, like a jawbone or something, because like that's really all that's missing. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like he has a jaw at all. It just looks like jowls.
It's just like a blob, though.
With no jaw at all.
I mean, he looks like an animated character, to be completely honest. Not like an anime character, but animated.
Yeah. Well, the drawing's pretty much finished. I've just been recently putting finishing touches and stuff on it.
It wasn't bad other than that, but yeah, he just needs a jaw.
Like, I mean, as just a normal character, it looks awesome. As Hobson, it looks questionable. Like, that was the thing. Like, my teacher was like, "Oh, that looks so good. I think we found your calling." And then she looked at the actual picture, and she was like, "Oh."
Never mind.
Yeah. Like, I even like it. Like, it looks great. But every time I put it next to, like, the reference photo I have, I'm like, yeah, what happened?
It's okay. I can't draw at all, so... I'm good with digital stuff, but I'm very bad at drawing.
I can do them both.
Good for you.
What about you, Cole? What can you do?
I don't boast about myself.
Your mom?
Wow. I know we were in Arkansas. I mean, Alabama.
I was talking about your mom. How was that? You said, what can Colt do? And I said, your mom. Like...
Yeah, but he was saying something, so I thought you were saying his mom, you know?
No.
Yes.
Way to go, Ezekiel. You made it weird.
What?
He said you made it weird.
I made it weird?
Yeah.
I think my mom made it weird when she came in.
Oh, is your mom here?
No.
Oh. Well, tell her to get home so she can be on the podcast.
I didn't mean to make her
Yeah,
come home.
I don't want my parents to ever get home.
Why?
You understand what they're going to do to me when they get home? I have a home.
What are they gonna do to you?
Let's just say legally, I can't say on podcast.
What can't you say on podcast?
Legal reasons. I hate you. But no, what time is it right now? It is 3 o'clock here.
No, it's not.
Yeah. And, according to this, the doors don't open till like 5:30.
What?
The doors to like parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, okay, so you're safe now.
Such a
Yeah, I
stupid.
have like another 2 hours of life.
Yeah. Well. What's your mom's number?
Huh?
What's your mom's number?
Um.
I want to call her.
Go yourself.
I'm gonna call her and get her on the podcast.
Call my mom. What are you gonna call my mom on the podcast for?
I think it'd be funny. You know what I found funny today, though? Colt's Wi-Fi.
Aren't going over my head. I'm just to him.
Colt, it's funny because Colt's Wi-Fi password has a bunch of B's and D's in it, which I thought was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, there's a little too much. It's just, what is it? There's a 2,
It's
and
like-
there's 4s, right?
Yeah, it's like 4. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's like 4B8 B8 DB. I'm like, oh wow.
Alright, guys, so Colt's address is,
What is it? If you can say it, I'll give you $1,000.
Ethan, I require a text message.
Nope. Ethan doesn't even know where I live.
Yeah, I don't know the address. Like, I'm here, but I don't know the address. So,
So, he lives in,
Well,
Jay, just go look at my Snap location.
you're just a Yankee, so I'm just in the sticks.
I'm pretty.
hold on, I can look, but I think your location's hidden.
I don't think so. I think it's on.
We're about to find out right now.
It won't have my address.
I know, but it can get a general area, and you can zoom in. You can see like street names.
Why don't you make
Alright,
something?
let's keep it moving. Any houses over here?
Just make it. Just make something.
I'm gonna play this real quick because it's a sample already.
Whoa, wait. Could be. I'm trying to get an angle. This one doesn't have a
This is
gate,
kind of cool.
so keep it moving.
I don't understand.
This is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Get into it, though.
That's kind of cool.
What are we looking at?
Your mom?
I downloaded music software. It looks pretty sick. I can't wait to try this.
We'll be making an intro soon.
Yeah, with this, yeah.
We'll always open up with the normal thing. I love that little
Oh
bit.
yeah, what was today's intro, huh?
Huh?
What was today's intro?
It was really honestly, it wasn't as good as what I did last week,
Let's
but
listen to it.
no.
Okay, we won't.
We'll wait until we do an outro and we'll show them after.
You want to be in the outro?
Yeah, you can help with the outro today. It's funny like seeing Ezekiel Street compared to ours because like all the houses are like right next to each other. It's just
That one's like inside the woods.
yeah, and then ours is just like. I mean, mine are a little closer, but still.
You're seeing my street right now?
Huh?
You're seeing my street?
No. But you've sent me a picture before, so.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's funny because if you look at my street, my high school isn't too far. So I'm not even 5 minutes away. Google Maps is just taking me further and further into the woods. Do you live in an elongated trailer park home?
Trailer park home?
Wasn't it double wide?
It's not really a trailer
Dude,
park
send it
home,
to me
it's
on
just a
Snap.
small-
It's not loading.
On Snap? Okay.
Yeah, nothing's loading, so.
I live in a double wide. Does that help?
I gotta take a crap. I'm about to go do that. You wanna keep talking to Ezekiel?
Not really. We're about to close. We've got a minute.
Not really. Damn, I see how it is. Wait, no! Google Maps crashed! No!
Alright, that's it for this episode.
Alright, and now we end.
Let me get ready.
Oh my god. See, y'all jinxed it. It said 1 minute left. I was like, alright, you don't need this no more.
Hold up. Let me check out what you sent me. That is not it.
Well, that's the last place I saw
Well-
before it crashed.
Good effort.
Good ass.
Alright, people.
Hey, you know, I would have screenshotted every house until I found it.
I can't find my,
Guys, well, it has been a very, very fun podcast.
let's do one of those quarters.
Not really. It's actually been pretty slow. Not the best one we've done, but regardless.
You ready, Ezekiel?
Wait, oh no, look at what I sent you last time.
Yikes.
That's what it looks like. That's the final, like, of what it looks like so far.
Everything's good except the face. Like, just needs to fix.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I love the whole thing, but his face is just so,
Alright, let's go ahead and finish this thing up real quick.
You ready, Ezekiel?
Come on.
E-I-O.
What?
Let's do it.
Alright, let's go.
Get close to the mic.
vehicles and like dumb ideas.
We're starting. Shut up.
You know, they really shouldn't segregate whiteboards and blackboards.
Why's that?
Because they're all stuff we write on. We thunk that.